Wow, look at all those beta codes going across the screen. This is the same trailer that we saw.
Good work. Enemy Rhino sighted. Oh my god. That be bad. Almost there. We're securing the objective. Leads ours. Stay on task. Focus on the future, never on right now.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Legion on station. Weapons free. Legion inbound.
What's going on? We're here live at COD Next, Black Ops 7. Welcome to COD Next 25.
This is crazy. We're living in the future. I've been so hyped for this for so long.
There's so much things to do here. Showtime, yeah.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. 250 of your favorite creators and press have arrived
so excited.
to reveal live Black Ops 7 gameplay and more. Today, we'll dive into 6 all-new beta maps and show you what's coming to Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Starting with Blackheart. The Forge. Toshin.
What was it? 2 years ago, they were in this big,
Explosion.
almost cathedral, like not cathedral, but it was like it looked like an opera house, and they had all the setups all around the main stage. It's crazy.
We'll peel back the curtain on zombies with our first live look at the new round-based zombies map, Ashes of the Damned.
Ashes on the
Drop in
damned.
to a first look at a new Warzone Resurgence map.
What?
And we've got big updates for Call of Duty Mobile.
Nobody cares.
And plenty of more surprises.
A
in
lot of people
store.
care.
We're moments away from kicking off into live gameplay, but first, some exciting info for our viewers at home. Be sure to stay tuned in throughout the day for a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Black Ops 7, just by watching this stream on the official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels. Take a look at the chat on either of these streams for more details. Everything you're seeing in multiplayer gameplay today will be playable in the open beta, with early access starting on October 2nd. Plus, don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access to experience a small taste of zombies. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the beta. Don't forget to preload starting tomorrow. I'm Miles Ross, here now with Stephanie Snowden, Senior Director of Studio Communications, and we are thrilled to be joined by some of the team from Treyarch. Max Grons, Yael Miller, guys, welcome to the Omni Room.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
We are about to see Black Ops 7 gameplay here today. But before we begin, Matt, you got to walk us through what was your approach to designing multiplayer for Black Ops 7?
Well, that would take many hours to really talk through.
Long answer, but
I'll keep it brief. So I really started with that 2035 setting, right? The amazing 2035 setting really allowed the team to get their creative juices flowing. Of course, 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2,
Right.
which means we can really tap into that gold mine that is Black Ops 2, the content. You're going to see a lot of your classic favorites, of course, a ton of brand new content in the beta at COD Next and at launch, but really being able to just dig into that future setting, a lot of fun.
now, Yale, we introduced Omni Movement in Black Ops 6, and that was a massive innovation. But you guys of Treyarch have really continued to refine core movement. What can players expect to feel today and in the beta?
I think, as Matt said, we really started by looking at what would that 2035 operator do, and started looking at different ways we could improve movement. So things like wall jump have been added, and just different ways to attack maps, and then also just looking at everything and really refining and building out the
Where the
most
hell is
fluid
this dude?
movement we've ever done, and we really feel that leans into everything that makes Black Ops 7 great.
I cannot wait. And guys, it's now time to jump straight into gameplay. We're wasting no time whatsoever. Thank you so much again, fellas, for your time. We'll be back in a moment, but for now, the first look, live gameplay of Black Ops 7 here at COD Next. Take it away, casters.
Stephanie, dev team, wow, we could not be more thrilled to get things going. I hold shift here with Dream Crazy. Here's a look at what to expect. Again, as the dev's talking about, we're getting straight into multiplayer. Zombies, Warzone, mobile still to come, but Dream Crazy, we're not waiting, we're not delaying, we're jumping into map number 1.
Definitely. I mean, I cannot wait, Shift, as we have so much content here today. Map number 1 coming in on Blackheart, where the guild is extracting resources, and we see a lot of revolving walls.
Yeah.
That is the one thing with Black Ops 7 that I'm most excited for, is that duality of, of just kind of like interior fights versus exterior fights, with the wall jumping with the walls.
You want to talk about walls, Ellen? Take a look at the walls of the venue. Everything lit up, projections are hot, and we're going to start things off with the king. If you don't know, I was going to say you're about to know, but Scump, not the greatest of opening starts. Now, let's talk about weapons and all the UI elements just to kind of start. Blackheart, a map that you're going to be seeing a lot of quick, frenetic action, but the thing that we want to keep an eye out for is what weapons, what field upgrades, what are the things that these, pro players, former pro players, major content creators are going to be using today.
Yep, and then Scump, he has a sub in his hand, right? This is the Dravik 45. Black Ops 7 is bringing in 16 new multiplayer weapons, 30 in total, right? But in the beta, this is a weapon that's fast. Obviously, as you can see, Scump, he is slaying out of his mind, but this is an exciting one to see, as the duality too of the perks. We're going to see a lot, probably Tech Mask, right? Just kind of just utilizing the stopping stuns.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, I think, to see, for those that are avid fans of the Call of Duty franchise, you hear the devs talking about how this is a spiritual successor to Black Ops 2, but it's in a reinvented, new, nostalgic way that ties into the old while still building on the new. I think, for those that really enjoyed Omni Movement from Black Ops 6, you're going to be able to still feel that thrill, that surge of adrenaline kind of bouncing through the map. But the big thing is this jumping mechanic. And as we start to go from player to player, creator to creator, you're going to see some players have really honed in to what exactly they can do off that wall jumping. And of course, here at Call of Duty Next, our official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7 is AMD. So make sure you check them out if you're looking to improve and optimize your PC at home.
I love that you point that out, because yes, that's the base thing, right? We increased the base speed, and now we're looking at not having tack sprint. So we saw some of these players, right? They're not using dexterity, so you kind of see a little bit more clunkiness coming in the UI here, but dexterity being a very big factor when it comes to moving faster.
Yeah, loadouts, perk build-outs.
I do like the lack of tack sprint, not gonna lie.
onto what you're going to do. I know that there's been a lot of conversation surrounding some of the elements in movement, talking about obviously the Omni movement still carrying over from one title to another, the wall jumping, but also keep in mind just the base level at which you sprint at. We'll talk more about that throughout the day, and we'll get a couple of in-hand looks to kind of see what that looks like, the tack sprint versus not really having that in this game. But I will tell you, when we had a chance to play just a couple of maps yesterday, the game feels really smooth and really consistent, still building on the core elements that we were seeing from last year.
The M8A1, a gun that we have seen consistent. I was getting murked with this one as it is, and Symphony's using it quite well, a 2-burst weapon, but this being very, very powerful. We'll see a lot of players probably using this, and as you can see, Corsair, right? Prepare for battle, official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. So Corsair, so much Call of Duty Next.
It's absolutely
rocking my
I will say the
Corsair
weapon that a lot of people were curious
Call of Duty keyboard right here.
AR. Is it going to provide, you know, an AR title this year? And I will say, watching some of the players that are in the CDL and those long-standing content creators, whether they have competitive experience or just a lot of in-game experience, watching them use that Peacekeeper has been really, really enlightening. I think it's really got a level of balance built in with the draft that you're talking about. The SMG versus AR feels very neutral right now. So, well, if you're looking for an honest take, don't go much further than the Legion stream. He'll give you every emotion, reaction, and feeling he's got.
Oh gosh, yeah, I mean, reaction time, right? You have to be fast when it comes to some of these, I love the perks, right? The hybrid perks, some of the specialties that you can equip, as we saw Legion using that. But look at Aiden utilizing, diving around the drill for Blackheart. That's what we were talking about, the grinder pit. You have to jump over, or diving bell to take flanks, right? So that's an area that you have to be careful with.
Exactly the case, EWC champion in Warzone. But as you see it, again, you saw him bouncing from wall to wall.
I like the medals.
You're going to need to get yourself a level up on the opponents that you're going to be facing in the beta. So go ahead and head over to Scuff, gear up for Call of Duty, the official controller for Call of Duty. Get those back buttons going. Make sure you can bounce freely. Get those stead slides out of the way and make sure that you're moving like the best of them.
Moving like the best of us. Oh, the best. You don't want to die like the rest. Aiden utilizing that wall jump feature. Oh gosh, bounce. And even utilize that to even kind of like jump pink over situations. But look at how quick Aiden is moving. And in typical COD fashion, we love to see maps like this kind of catering to pub and comp players, right?
Yeah.
You're going to see a blend of everything.
And we're going to talk a lot about the map design and hear specifically from the designers themselves later in the show. But I think one of the things that old school Call of Duty players are going to recognize nearly immediately is the reinstitution of a lot more of that traditional kind of 3-lane style map. This one in particular is exactly that. It feels, you know, in a way that you can get from lane to lane very quickly. It's got a nice central area, a couple of decent POIs where you find a lot of the engagements that you're going to get. And like you mentioned, it's not small, it's not large, it's just that perfect little middle ground of building in that balance of finding good engagements while at the same time still being able to feel like you can finesse your life and extend possible score streaks like we're seeing here for Anna.
In Call of Duty history, the maps is the most important thing, and I think for these players, they're looking at, like, do we see 3 lanes? Like, you know, do we see kind of like height advantages, disadvantages? And, well, even just to kind of the central drill area, there's a lot of fights that do take place that are close range in here. And, yeah, something like the Peacekeeper, having that weapon that you can take medium to long range fights, but also close range. Peacekeeper's a good one, and the Dravic has been a sub that we've been seeing quite often. FIFA just dropped.
This is quite the lobby right here. Legion, Swag on the other side, getting FIFA down, but you know that FIFA is going to bring some energy, and yeah, he's trying to bounce from wall to wall. And that's the other thing, and you'll notice as we start to see the gameplay more, I really want you guys at home to lock into it. 3 jumps is about as much as you're going to be able to pull off, but it does decay over time. That first jump feels like you're on a pogo stick. The second one feels like you're just on a little bit of a grab boot type situation, but the third one does kind of sit, you know, in this world of, okay, you kind of fall out of the sky. But that's map number 1 for the most part. Stephanie going to kind of finish
like the look
on her lobby here. And I will say, I think as you've seen so far, our show is really dynamic. And this year, it takes place in quite the exciting venue. And to tell us more, we've got Lottie down on the floor.
That's right, Shift. We have 250 creators joining us live in Las Vegas in this massive projection.
Yo, DJ, what's happening?
POVs on Black Ops 7, so you can go to their streams, catch their POVs, see what they're up to on the game.
I'm watching COD Next.
So many epic creators that we wanted to bring to Las Vegas, we needed a second projection-based room. And I have my very good friend Chris Puckett over there right now. What's it like on your end of the pond?
Lottie, this is an international fiesta in this room. Let me tell you, the Lab
Thanks,
Team
dude.
crew, they are sniping heads. I got Portuguese being yelled at here by 9X. The Brazilians are going crazy. But I gotta say, this venue, this thing is nuts. After the show, we're gonna be renting this out for the Cold Bowl because everyone knows the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl number 6 presented by USAA is airing right after the show.
You know, Chris, I
USAA.
love Code Bowl, and I've got to say, you guys at home, you're lucky because you get to watch the US, UK, and Canadian military esports teams duke it out with your favorite creators dropping into Verdansk, and of course, to get their hands on that coveted Code Bowl trophy. And of course, they're giving away Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta codes and Black Ops 6 in-game rewards, revealing the Endowment's new pack in Black Ops 7, all while helping veterans find high-quality jobs. Now, I have to ask you, Puckett, and put you on the spot. What team are you rooting for this year?
I mean, it's Black Ops 7. We're in the future. It's a no-brainer. I'm going Space Force. They already launched one trophy into the atmosphere. Let's get another one. Let's get 2 satellites up there. What do we think?
All right, all right. I'm liking what I'm hearing here, Puckett. We'll have to see. Cross your fingers for the space team. But we're going to head back into some more Black Ops 7 action. Enjoy, folks.
Lottie, Chris, thank you so much as we jump back into Blackheart and back on board with T-Dog. He's feeling himself. I talked to him a little bit yesterday after they did their tech chest that he's just like, brother, I don't know what it is about this game, but I feel like I'm him.
Yeah, like it's so smooth, right? And I mean, you can see him displaying that. But one thing that I think we really need to highlight is the overclock feature, right? We get this extra overclock feature, which basically allows you to upgrade your equipment. So, like, you have a stim shot, right?
Yeah, I got mine from
and essentially make it
Xfinity, and you'll get one from Game Pass, and I'm sure Call of Duty will email me
We'll point,
some codes as well.
Because yeah, the field upgrade is really interesting this year. We're bringing back things like active camo. Of course, trophy systems are still in place, which I know a lot of players that are looking to play more of that competitive style are going to really enjoy the fact that the overclock gives you more deletion of incoming utility.
Checking emails, checking emails.
We'll see some camo play, I'm sure, come through. You also have things like drone towers that are going to be placed. It's just a lot of extra flair that I think that is building upon, again, some of the core successes that we saw for Black Ops 6. And how about
I like the look.
the score streaks, the Gravekeeper in play, or Gravemaker, pardon you. You can see through walls with this thing and actually still shoot.
He said, "Pardon you."
Might be important for some of our perk masteries this year.
And you get the beta codes at the bottom of the screen.
And all the combinations that you can utilize, but that is so amazing to see that in action.
They're just throwing them around, son.
At Call of Duty
Throwing them around.
Kind of just going around this drill yet again. This is devastating. You don't want to fall off that ledge. But Alan, I'd love that you point that out. Only 3 boosts essentially-ish that you can utilize, but still going on with that stim and slaying out here around the diving bell side.
Clean.
Ooh, can we keep it going?
Let me see another one of those Gravemakers come on board. Let's stick here, Ops team, because we're seeing some gameplay right now. And I'll tell you, we're going to see some pop-off moments with the movement and almost a moment right there. Again, just a little jump, and then you find yourself near a wall. You can essentially boost
Yeah, they're doing that in a bit.
Really awesome to see
They're
that
gonna show
level
it
of
today.
elevation be added into the mix.
That's not his dog, but you don't want to pet that dog. Oh my gosh. So with that too, kind of like some of the hybrid perks, right? Support, offensive, you can gain bonus streaks. So maybe in pubs you want to do that.
Indeed the case. So that completes our first instance of Blackheart. Up next, a deep dive on all things new Black Ops 7 map regarding. But we'll be right back. More Call of Duty coming up after the break.
AMD.
AMD.
The official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty.
Oops.
Herman Miller. Check out the latest.
Hey, I'm sitting in a Herman Miller chair.
HermanMiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code today.
Get out there.
You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty channel. Open the Little Caesars app
I know I
Accept
can
and
hit a
complete
clip.
the
I
challenge.
can do something.
You might
I
win
can
a
feel
copy
it.
of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
The team.
You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize. A trip to an
blimey.
Activision studio
Fudge.
to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty challenge today. Welcome back. We are very excited to talk more Black Ops 7 multiplayer. We are joined by more of the Treyarch team. Miles Leslie, Associate Creative Director, and Brittany Perello, Senior Producer. Guys, welcome to the Omni Room.
We made it. Let's go.
And we just had our very first look at one of our multiplayer maps in action. That was Blackheart. But Brittany, that's just a taste. So what can we expect on launch maps?
Yeah, we've got maps. We've got 18
maps
at launch. 16 are 6v6 maps. Out of that, 13 are brand new. And we've got 3 Black Ops 2 returning favorites. We've also got 2 skirmish maps for our 20v20 mode that take place in Avalon. It's really in a variety of sizes, leaning more medium, but we'll have some of those fast, frenetic drops in there too.
Awesome. What a map portfolio for launch. Now let's take a closer look at these launch maps.
Yeah, we got Colossus here. So this is a BO2 callback. It's falling into the ocean. This map is super fun, looks amazing. Next is Den, Japanese castle that's been taken over by 2035 technology. Also a lot of fun with some wall jumps on the roofs there on the side.
And of course, we've got Express, one of our favorites. Watch out for that train. We're now in Japan, so it's looking really cool. Hijacked, another one now set in the Tokyo Bay.
So cool.
Fast, frenetic, classic.
And Homestead is David Mason's childhood home, which is awesome. We could bring it back a really cool way. Really fun map under the Aurora Borealis in Alaska. It looks amazing. It's got some technology there that's kind of smashing into it, really fun. Paranoia, this map's amazing. You talk about Black Ops, we're leaning into the mind bending. We're in David Mason's mind, and you need to escape the nightmare here, which is a lot of fun. Looks great, plays super frenetic and fun.
And we got Raid. It's beautiful now.
Yes, we do.
In the Tokyo Hills, our iconic competitive favorite map is back.
So excited.
This one's a lot of fun retrieval. You're in the Alaskan wilderness, and actually if you run through the snow, you leave behind footprints. So it's pretty cool to try to track some players through that.
That's right, and Scar's next, and this is another Alaskan town, but we've kind of smashed it where this town's been taken over by technology. Collateral damage. Flagship is an awesome, another callback. USS Obama from BO2 now being decommissioned. Fight through it, sparks are falling on you, robots around you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of variety too, but with beta this week, you know, we need to take a look at what we're playing. We need the tips from you guys, so let's take a look at the maps coming to beta.
Yeah, we've got 6 multiplayer maps available in the beta, all that you're going to be seeing today, watching the best of the best play.
Yeah, it's really exciting. The first up is Cortex. So, human testing site. People in tubes are going to fight around, use it as cover. Very frenetic, very fun. Lots of cool Overwatches, my side versus your side gameplay there. Blackheart, which you've seen, of course, this Avalon offshore oil rig. Ties to the campaign. It's got a rotating center and some really unique wall jump opportunities.
Careful with the wall jump.
Forge here. We've R&D facility, cutting edge technology on display, and you've got some cool dynamic cover in the middle here. Exposure set in Australia. We've got some really vibrant colors, some cool wall jump opportunities up in that rotating container. Get some cool power positions right in the middle there.
Imprint is a 3D printing facility that's actually making technology of war. You get to step through the whole process as you're doing it, and it's got a moving platform in the center of the map.
And you've got Toshin. It's gorgeous, vibrant colors here right in urban Tokyo, and you got that crash site in the center, some really cool jumping in the center, and really awesome landmarks.
Really awesome landmarks. Everything looks fantastic. The color palettes, everything.
Got all the landmarks.
We've got all the landmarks, and I've played a few, and they are very, very fun indeed. Beautiful stuff. Let's talk about how they play, though. I mean, how did you guys come to, you know, the approach for designing these maps?
Yeah, so we've got our classic 3-lane design style for Treyarch, clear definition, good path clarity, and really controlling those lines of sight. You can also see all of those spaces crafted for wall jump. You can get to traverse places faster without mantling, get in some really cool power positions. And there's a few must jumps that we use sparingly, but
A must jump, you say?
a must jump. But we really wanted to make it look like anything that feels like you can jump on it, you can. So have some fun.
Totally intuitive.
Yeah, and I've worked on every single Black Ops, and when you talk about the classic feel, like Brittany talked about, these maps have it across the board. Of course, they're bringing something new with Black Ops 7, but for me, an old timer, there's a lot to love there.
come
And
on,
they
you're an
stand
OG.
right next to the classic maps as well. So Raid, forget Raid. You got some new maps now. No, I'm just kidding. We love Raid, we love Raid. But we got some new ones now.
I also know, you said it before, but the landmarks, like, I know Brittany's a shot caller, so I know those call outs are going to be on point in these
Always.
maps. But Miles, visually, we have a ton of variety in terms of settings, in terms of looks. You know, how did you guys think about that?
Yeah, for us at the portfolio level, we wanted to make sure we had that variety. That's what Black Ops is. You're globe-trotting, you're going everywhere. We're in Avalon, we're in Alaska, we're going to Japan, deep into it. We're going into the mind. Only the things Black Ops could do, we're delivering that. Lots of unique gameplay, as you saw, lots of unique visuals, and all the landmarks.
And we got more gameplay to get to. Casters, over to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Shift back with Dream Crazy again. And as you see behind us, everyone's locked in. We couldn't even bother to try to talk to anybody. They're all locked into their streams, ready to go. And we're going to take a look at our second map here coming up, the Forge. As you heard, research and design base. But the real interesting thing about it is that dynamic center. The walls rotating around and pivoting, making that a very interesting battleground as we raise up into the Forge.
The Forge, and also too, two wings connected
That's pretty
by
dope.
covered hallways. It's just a lot of variety built on the harbor in Japan, and yeah, love to see a bright and colorful map hold shift. But those walls, again, for every single map, it's not too much, right? But just a little like center point where it just can change the the situation. when it's going.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Well, we'll take a look at it. This is another one of those maps, and Brittany had talked about this. Taking the ability of wall jumping to stop yourself from mantling and getting to those higher grounds faster. I will say this is one of the maps that I got a chance to play yesterday, and I did feel the benefit of bouncing off of things to avoid that mantling mechanic and that animation to try to get you into the fight a little bit faster. That mixed with dexterity, your ability to try to zero in and center up a little bit faster too, really does make that elevation and that high ground battle a little bit more, I would say, feasible for those that find themselves on the low ground battling against it.
I love that you say that, because it really just tests the player to, like, kind of, do you want to cover, cover versus mobility type of mindset, right?
Yeah.
Moving around this map, though, you can see here pros just utilizing, again, that M8A1. And for AR players, for these height advantages, for those power positions, it's really useful to climb up in those high ground, and take the high ground and slap it down on the map.
I think the other thing that's really interesting, and I did see kind of looking over the shoulder TP yesterday when he was doing his test, you see a couple of spots where you have like this natural built-in heady, as we call it, where you get like that competitive edge where you're just barely over a piece of that center kind of obstacle terrain. But your ability to bounce kind of eliminates the power position of the low ground, kind of medium ground headies, because you can just bounce up over, get a better look at the player behind that cover, and actually take an advantageous gunfight. So it's, again, just really interesting to see some of our more experienced players try to utilize that mechanic to make fights that feel, inadvantageous a little bit more neutral.
Love that. Love that.
She was not listening. Yeah, totally. What he said.
There, but hey, shout out to Elgato, Share the Wins, the official creator gear for Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much for supplying us with all of your gear.
And this is one map I will say you kind of see a couple of players will, re-identify the usage of doors, which is something that the devs have really kind of put a lot of focus into. The more automatic style, something we saw a lot of more in like Black Ops 4, things of that nature, where you don't just get those single doors that you have to pop and burst open. Now you've got these more automatic style doors that you can shoot, create a longer line of sight than you may normally expect by looking at the different central point of interests. And that's another one of those things that, again, you continue to build on what's been there and where the game continues to mold and morph as we move forward.
The doors, that was quite annoying bashing through it. So yes, it automatically kind of opening up for you as you walk upon them. But here on the Forge, you're going up top,
you walk upon them,
kind of controlling this lobby observation area, but being very comfortable, full streak out, and also just kind of flying around the map with these specialists. We
Yeah,
love to
kidding.
see him. He's utilizing the Enforcer Specialist, just allowing extra health regen and also movement speed.
Another thing that, kind of I wanted to turn your attention to as an audience member, those that are, more familiar and kind of got Omni movement underneath their belt a little bit faster, you'll notice that there is a bit of that buttery slide movement that I was about to say. Like, we're used to seeing it from just a static jump into slide. You can get that same momentum little boost off of a wall jump. So, that's another opportunity to kind of build on the movement that's already existed. And if you're looking to dominate every game, make sure you check out Origin, the official gaming PC and gaming laptop for Call of Duty. Whether you're at home or on the road, check out Origin to keep yourself in there, gaming, grinding, gunning.
He's not even using his streaks. He just wants to, at this point, maybe get a nuke. Dave Samir, he's a competitor, plays in World Series of Warzone. And look at him now, just continuing on, going. And you can see, too, every kill he gets on the right-hand side, quick regen, tech, sprint speed, movement speed. Getting those indicators, letting him know he still has his perks.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things, too, that the indication of, like, the UI, it continues to grow. I noticed this yesterday. You start to see, like, the who is targeting you, who did damage to you. A little bit of a boost now because you also see what you've been affected by, whether it's a UAV or a recon pulse. It's just really cool. There's no shortage of information on the game. So whether you're somebody who has experienced with Call of Duty or looking to jump back into it or play it for the first time, you're never really amiss from knowing what's happening on the map. Almost a turn on for Deus Samir, which would have gotten SMG players across the world giddy, but not quite there. And he'll jump back over to the M8, try to get that burst weapon online.
That's where maybe how do you take him down, someone who has Enforcer? Maybe that, and I love that you mentioned that Call of Duty is so good for like countering, streaks, perks, countering equipment, and we love to see that. So maybe utilizing, if you're the enemy team, right, like maybe recon, right? You can see when you spawn up, you can see, the direction of where players are coming from.
Yep.
Utilizing other perks, classes to counter a player like this that it's just literally flying around the map.
Well, we got a little bit of a comeback effort here from Amir's team. Up and over, another look at how you can utilize the movement to break cameras and give yourself an advantage in a gunfight you might not expect. And Amir's happy to exclaim about that feeling. Difficult battle again in that modular middle center as we take a look at Drop, another partner of Call of Duty Next. Customize your typing, the official keycaps for Call of Duty if you're looking to customize your keyboard.
Yo, John.
Then Drop.
What's happening?
All right, affected by tracker, ADS, auto ping. So you can kind of see, again, a little bit more of that recon being able to stop Deus Samir here. But
No, they're already going nuts with the wall jumps.
Mode that we've seen in Call of Duty for so long, getting displayed here on the Forge, as this is a really fun map. Just again, kind of utilizing rotating cover, wing-to-wing transitions is what we see Deus Samir doing. A lot of that cover versus mobility.
Yeah.
He's really utilizing mobility.
100%. Yeah, this is an interesting map, I think, again, just to kind of highlight and showcase. Whoa!
Whoa,
What's happening over here? Whoa, we can't, no.
Hey.
Whoa!
This is not tactical play here.
No, okay, there it is. We'll finish off on the body shield, still a part of Call of Duty. I know that was one of those things that we saw a lot of comedy in as it was incepted the last couple of years, and Amir is happy to say, shut your mouth, I'm at the top of the leaderboard. The game's looking incredible. Players are loving it, but let's take a look to see exactly how much the players are liking as we throw things down to Lottie from a From the Seat player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Thank you so much, Shift. Hello, Zin. I know I'm totally interfering with your gameplay here on Black Ops 7. I have to ask you, though, early days, all right, coming into COD Next.
You're right.
I have to ask, what is your favorite map so far?
What's yours?
Map. Probably Toshin. I like the Japanese vibe. I haven't been to Japan yet, so it's the closest thing I got. And so far, it's very, very vibrant. All the maps are very vibrant, which I think is very good. They're a ton of fun. But Toshin, I think, is my favorite right now.
All right, love to hear that. Now, we have a room filled with epic creators, of course, one being yourself. But if you had to 1v1 everyone in this room, are you coming out on top?
Who would I play, or
would you come out on top if you 1v1 everyone in this room?
Yeah, it's a guarantee. Hex might be difficult, Duke Dennis might be difficult, but everyone else I think I can handle.
All right, and who would your hardest competition be in this room?
Hardest competition in this room? Probably Hitch. Right.
Really? He's got the gunny like that?
Probably Hitch.
That's not a friendship thing.
Sorry?
That's not a friendship thing, huh?
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. And how?
Really good.
He's just really good. I'd love to hear that. How are you finding Black Ops 7 so far? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I am loving it. I'm not sure what we're allowed to say, but they showed us a lot of cool stuff that I think everyone should be really excited for. Like for me, maps is the most important, and so far I'm loving what I'm seeing. The M8's a ton of fun to use, right? Very nostalgic, and I feel like it's actually very well balanced. SMGs are fun. I love the wall bounce too. It adds for some, playing against Shotzi might be a little difficult, but it's fun.
Zin, thank you so much. You're such a good sport. Back to the game, back to the lab. Thank you very much, Zin. That has been your From the Seat player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Lottie, thanks so much. Zinni doing maybe a little bit of, a little green wall service right there. But it does look like they're enjoying the game. And I will say, again, talking to players of all sorts and kinds, they are really, really loving it. And by the way, every single player here at COD Next are currently sitting, or should I say lounging, in Herman Miller chairs. Herman Miller is proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty Next. And Ellen, you got more about the sweepstakes.
I mean, yes, you
Herman Miller
can enter
Look,
for a chance to win custom Herman Miller chairs by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and using the hashtags on your screen. Go get yourself into one of them. They are comfortable, but we're going to go to a short break. But when we return, more Black Ops 7 action.
Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition Khaki Field Auto Watch. Get yours on November 14th. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty.
I'm here with Pablo, Senior Game Designer here at Treyarch. So we're going to be talking about weapons today. I don't know where we even start. What have you got in store this year for us with Black Ops 7?
The big focus for us this year is just weapon variety. Most of them are brand new to the franchise, which is really exciting. And we've been able to pack a ton of unique gameplay into our launch portfolio because of that. I think like one great example would be a new shotgun. It's called the M10 Breacher. It's a pump action, but it's got a twist. If you hold down the trigger, you'll charge it up, reduce its spread, and then can fire and release and land some of those mid-range shots with a little bit more accuracy. And then obviously, heard a lot about classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning. Peacekeeper and M8A1, I think, are two great examples of our weapon goals. The Peacekeeper blurs the lines between AR and SMG, and the M8A1 obviously has its 4-round burst. Still extremely lethal, I will say. And now with Gunsmith, you can kind of build it in different ways too, which is really exciting.
It sounds like there is a lot of variety, and variety seems to be this word that we keep coming back to with Black Ops 7.
Variety is a big focus for us, and the 2035 setting has really helped us kind of push the gameplay in a lot of creative and unique ways. And obviously the weapons look amazing as well. You know, the aesthetic is really this cool marriage of sleek and tech, but still grounded. You know, the way we balance weapons, we've been able to kind of push the characteristics of each weapon to further extremes and still find creative ways to balance that, keep them in check.
Can we talk about Gunsmith? Are there any big changes there?
We've seen a lot of feedback from players that they want more build variety. And we're targeting that in a few different ways. At the core, though, we're making sure that you can modify some of the key stats that people really care about across multiple attachment slots. Or if you are more interested in just a good balanced build, there's going to be different ways of achieving that.
That's the game now. What can we expect post-launch?
We want to keep this momentum going into post-launch. So on the weapons front, more iconic, classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning, but a lot of attention into bringing more brand new weapons to the franchise as well. On the attachment side, we're really excited for the return of attachment rewards and weekly challenges. And most of those are going to be for a specific weapon. They're gonna totally change the way you play with that weapon, sometimes in absolutely wild ways that no one I think will expect. But then we're also making sure to bring global attachments each season that are going to be able to go on most, if not all, weapons in the game.
Pablo, there seems to be a lot to get through once we got our hands on BO7. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, let's dive in.
Can't wait. But for now, it's back to Next.
Thank you, Miles. That was Pablo Ortiz talking weapons. As we just saw, there are so many ways to customize your playstyle in Black Ops 7. We're back with Matt and Yale, but guys, hold on. We've talked weapons, but let's take a look for ourselves.
Pablo already walked us through some of these weapons, but Yale, we're in the armory now. What are you most looking forward to playing with in the beta?
There's so many great guns, but for me, probably the Dravik 45.
That's mine. That's my pick.
We had a bunch of pros out, and they all played, and they definitely gravitated towards that one.
Yeah.
And it kind of validated one of my favorite weapons. The M10 Breacher is awesome if you're rolling shotguns. Also just the weapon prestige system, all the attachment stuff that we're doing, prestige attachments, just so many ways to customize. It's great.
Yeah, and speaking of what's coming to beta, Matt, let's talk about Overclock. This is a massive innovation coming to multiplayer in Black Ops 7. How's it all going to work?
So Overclocks we're very excited about, and it really all came back to how do we let players tailor towards their playstyle a bit more, give them more agency. So with Overclocks, every piece of content throughout lethals, tacticals, field upgrades, and score streaks, you will eventually unlock 2 overclocks. Those are modifications to those things, which you can then apply one of those overclocks of your choosing. It adds a ton of depth to your loadout, and that's what we're really trying to do in Black Ops 7.
Yeah, like bonuses, getting those bonuses.
Bonuses,
on
yeah, stat bonuses, functionality changes, some really fun stuff there.
Some of them are crazy and awesome, and I cannot wait to use them.
I can't wait either. Yale, have you got any favorites?
Probably point turret. The fact that you can stick it on walls with one of the overclocks, it just makes it slightly more tactical to use. And then the Rhino's awesome. Like, it is a beast and
Even the
super
stimmy.
powerful.
Yeah, like even things, maybe undersung, you get to that extra
little ways to
extra
tweak 'em.
buff.
It's just nice that it's everywhere. Experience really matters, and you unlock.
It feels like every single thing I'm playing with in this game has almost got its own progression system. It's so impressive, and yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to play with camo, with smoke grenades. They've got different versions now, and of course, all the streaks. It's so fun.
Matt, do you
What?
have a favorite?
Oh, well, I have...
Yale just mentioned the stem. You mentioned the stem. It is fun
This wasn't
because
talking
you
to
get to
me.
go back to kind of some familiar stuff. If I had to pick one, it's got to be the dog.
Of course.
And when he's on my team, he is a very good boy.
If he's not on your team,
He's a bad boy.
he's actually
What?
I have a little
Where's he
bit of
going?
a surprise for you.
Matt, you never said you were on
because
streaks.
we have a visitor.
Spawn's flipped, and he's back.
Fortunately, he's on our team, so he's being a very good boy right now.
Which overclock does he? Oh, okay. He's got
He's
this. He's got the
Hi.
sentry mode overclock, so he's gonna hunker down a little bit.
And we did confirm
Yep. You can't
to
pet the dog.
reenact
And
the MP trailer.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you. To be able to pet the dog, you have to have the sentry mode overclock.
Oh, bonus,
So,
bonus.
You've unlocked that one, and you've applied it.
That's great.
Yeah.
What is it? Are they capturing B?
Down by the railroad tracks?
They're capturing B down by the railroad.
Go get him!
Go get him, boy!
Go get him! Go get him!
Go get him, boy! Go keep my spree going.
Oh my gosh,
we love
he's
him.
been
We
the
love him.
star of the
We love
show at Next, but I will say he runs quickly, and so
He does,
be
yeah.
prepared for that
And
if you have one coming after you.
DAWG.
Yes.
Just Don't get it wrong.
Dog.
Yeah,
It's a dog.
Something we're also really excited about is the Specialist wildcard.
That's
Now,
right.
this is not going to be in beta, but it is in at launch. Tell us about it.
So it's the first time a Black Ops game has ever had Specialist. It is a wild card because it is a Black Ops game. We love our wild cards.
Yeah, we do.
So if you give up your score streaks, which some of us, I know we've talked, Stephanie, you have some difficulties attaining score streaks sometimes.
Don't you?
You said it. Your words, not mine. But
There's
if you are
perks
one of
for
those,
that, okay?
Yeah, there are perks for that. So if you take the wild card, you will be able to pick 3 additional perks. So for a total of 6, you earn those 3 additional ones at 200, 400, and 600 score. And then if you are good enough, which we all are, at 1200
Yeah, thanks
score,
for that, yeah.
yep, at 1200 score, you will earn all of the perks in the game, except for tac sprint. We got some feedback. We've heard a lot of feedback already. We're quick to adjust, so you will earn every perk in the game minus tac sprint if
That's
you get
out.
yeah
Awesome.
at 1200 score.
Damn. Real super soldier vibes.
Gonna be very fun.
I can't wait, cannot wait. Well, also last week, I got to stop by Treyarch and get all the intel on some of the innovations coming to player customization. Let's take a look.
I'm here with Alvin, lead game designer at Treyarch here on Black Ops 7. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I'm very excited to see how I can customize my playstyle, which feels like more than ever in Black Ops 7. But the number one change I'm most interested in is the overclock system. Can you explain the philosophy behind that?
It's all about adding more interesting choices and meaningful choices that adjust gameplay. So overclocks are upgrades that you can unlock over time as you use a piece of equipment or a field upgrade or a score streak. Eventually you'll unlock 2, and then you can choose one of them to equip. So it gives you options, maybe based on a mode you want to use this, but based on different mode you want to use that. One of my favorite examples is the new dog score streak has an overclock that adds a sentry feature, which turns it into this really powerful turret.
Another change that's been made. So Black Ops 6, we had the combat specialties, which was equipping 3 perks at the same type gives me a bonus, which was great. I had a lot of fun. How is that changing in Black Ops 7?
We really wanted to expand on that system in Black Ops 7. You know, players seemed to like the system, but maybe felt it was a little bit too limiting. And so with hybrid combat specialties in Black Ops 7, you can experiment with playstyles, and you can mix and match. So as an example, say you like offensive and stealth perks. Now you can equip any mixture of those. Boom, you're gonna get a cool new hybrid bonus tied to those things.
Staying on perks, there is a big addition to the game for the first time in Black Ops history, the Specialist Wildcard. What is the Specialist Wildcard?
We were just talking about perks. We got a lot of cool new perks. Why not let players play with all of them? And what this lets you do is earn extra perks instead of your score streak. So you equip this to your loadout, you add more perks, and then you earn those on score. And then eventually, if you earn enough score, you can get all the perks.
Thank you so much. There is so many choices to be made now as a player. My playstyle, truly, I'm going to go deep in that beta. I cannot wait, mate.
Really exciting. See you in the beta.
Thanks, Alvin. Back to the guys at Next.
Shift back with Dream Crazy. So awesome to hear what's new for loadouts, whether you're looking at it from a level of perks, weapons, specialists, utility. Everyone feels like there's a level of customizing it to your play style.
Yeah, there's so much to look at, Shift. I just can't wait to get my hands on it, but just kind of just having that ability to use the overclock feature to extend the life of some of the streaks. And of course, looking at all of this on these beautiful maps in this interactive space here, coming up on Hardpoint on Toshin. Method said it was his favorite map, Shift, so let's see if he's gonna pop up on this one. But those ARs, they've been pretty dominant here today.
I know all you Ranked Warriors CDL fans just inched a little bit further forward in your seat to see how exactly Hardpoint will play. And we're taking a look at least at Arctic Gamer for right now, and their team is dominating, so he's just gonna hang out, try to get some of the sniper gameplay going through here. So with this, I will say, I played Toshin yesterday on this mode particularly, and just, you know, I gotta get into my little CDL roots right here. I think this map is gonna be viable. It feels super awesome. The points are dynamic. They feel like they're really balanced in terms of location, position, how you spawn around them, how spawn. The thing about it is you can bounce off that destroyed. Train, still get a look into that location, and try to at least battle up against it. So it doesn't feel as dominant as other high ground positions had in the past. I think
Well, that was awkward.
Talking high ground to high ground, it just everything feels very level and neutral when it comes down to how power positions would normally feel versus what we're getting in this game, thanks to how the Omni movement can be combined with the wall jumping.
Yes,
So I closed the wrong window.
Those windows
That's
which do promote a lot of you know, upper level fights, and then you know, lower level they still submachine guns go at it on the ground level. So those ARs, as you'd mentioned, getting set up into those power positions. We see aiding, kind of cleaning up the rest of this hill time. It does fall to a nade, but nonetheless, Scout Pulse, I want to point that out. You know, you can basically use that as an advanced UAV if you overclock.
Nonetheless.
That's the other fun thing about it, you know, just kind of hearing the inside information about it, but seeing it in application is different. You know, the overclock system is going to allow.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. None of my views are coming through.
Loadout, but how it affects your team and just the lobby in general.
Okay, so Clip Champ
reveals are coming through right now for Aiden with a
needs
Rhino
to go
in play.
away.
So in terms of a possible comeback, this is looking pretty decent, going from 1 to 2 pretty smoothly and having an idea of where this.
Yeah, I meant to close Clip Champ. I closed Meld.
Gaming is a
How you doing, JFR?
The official chair partner of Call of
It was a total pep. Yeah,
Miller
it was a pep cap.
supporting us and definitely keeping
Lo siento.
Chairs are elite.
Absolutely
elite. No bias. But yeah, you know, I think the other thing that we talked about a lot, you know, with the players yesterday, the creators yesterday, with how different the maps look aesthetically, there is still this innate ability to very visibly see your opponents. You know, I was talking to Brittany quite a bit, one of the level designers, about the map design philosophy and kind of experiencing a futuristic or near futuristic atmosphere while still trying to make it feel immersive. And she was very specific in talking about, we want to be able to really see the different sight lines that a player can have. We don't want to really clutter things with too much high ground, too many windows, too much stuff that's on the ground around you. Enough to make it feel dynamic and that you have options in terms of what you play through, but not too much to where you feel like you can't see your opponents, as Aiden is tracking everything right now.
But those, I love that you point that out, because the derailment structures, right, as Aiden was shooting at an opponent, you can see those broken structures really do work as vantage points for cover. So Brittany, yeah, it's a great job at just kind of like mixing the two.
There it is.
And,
all
with the
that
vertical
just to
sight,
make
the vantage points all around these alleyways. There's just so many ways you can cover too, as well as those open mixed areas.
Yeah, I think that the other
a
thing
video.
is, you know, a lot of these maps.
Yeah, they're doing drops.
Maps, which, again,
beta
there is some inspiration
codes.
towards a lot of this.
Stuff
and
and stuff.
For precision, Hamilton is entering the Call of Duty franchise space, the special edition khaki field automatic. I will say we had some time to talk to the Hamilton representatives, and wow, it's cool. I actually have the watch on right now that was used in Interstellar, the Murph watch. Very clean, very comfortable. So make sure you check out Hamilton for that limited edition if you're looking to up your wrist game.
Dude, they are just selling shit.
Again, you've got these central POIs, especially in a map like Hardpoint. You see those interest points immediately, but how you
But there's also
connect
drops
between the lanes
on
feels
Twitch.
really smooth, really fluid, and again, doesn't feel like you're held back by trying to take these tight routes to get from place to place, which I love.
And it feels like each map is like that, right? We saw Deus Samir doing that on the Forge, right? Every single map, the map transition from lane to lane is so beautiful. And even if you are using something like the VS Recon, depending on what types of specialties and perks that you have attached to it, you can move very fast.
Sorry.
And MZ, a reputable sniper by far for so long in the community. She's working it really well with these one-shot.
Hey, MZ, we were watching her earlier to get
Are
drops.
we going to see a quad feed? Come on, MZ, give it to us. Almost a chance for some collateral. Oh, that almost to the
She's a
pistol.
crazy
She can't
sniper,
believe
dude.
it. Almost absolutely tore apart the entire lobby. But yes, we do, MZ. We take those.
Definitely some nice shots there, almost through the wall, but we saw a little bit that earlier.
Here we go, a little camo action.
Ooh. Kind of hearing the okay, hearing the strategies on that one. She knows exactly what she's doing here, but they are dominating right now. Another one goes down. Gosh, this is a sniper we have to try when we're on.
You know, I gotta just reveal my position here on it. I know the community talks about it a lot when it comes to the competitive side of the esport. Are we gonna see snipers in the game? Feels like we should have a chance to see this one. But official pizza of Call of Duty is Little Caesars. If you're feeling hungry while checking out Call of Duty Next, feel free to get on in there. As we continue on with the coverage for today, everyone is talking about the new dog score streak, of course, and courtesy of Little Caesars, we get to see a little bit more with them as we sat down to talk to Dog for a pep talk.
What's up, everybody? This is Little Caesars Pep Talk with the side of Black Ops Intel. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, joined by a very special guest. We got T-Dog Smitty, and T-Dog Smitty, I have a special present for you. You hungry?
I am so hungry.
Let's eat, my friend. Bring him in.
Look at my guy.
It wouldn't be a Black Ops
Thank
without
you so much.
a robo delivery service. It's launch week, it's reveal week. What's the content strategy?
Get as much content as humanly possible. First, we want to look at the maps. Black Ops 2 guns are back.
What's going to be new in this game that you're pumped for?
The wall bouncing.
Weapons, I saw the camos are kind of nuts here.
The best thing they're doing this year is it's any mode you want. So campaign, zombies, Warzone, multiplayer, you name it, they got it.
Give me the day one. I need to get to Prestige as fast as possible loadout. What are you running?
Holy moly. The M8 felt really, really good when I used it. The Peacekeeper felt great.
If you're
honestly, right now they're all pretty good.
Now I want pizza. It's working on me.
Creator, what pro tips do you have for us?
Don't just go
It's
live
working.
for 4 hours mindlessly doing random stuff. Have a strategy.
Final question. This is the Little Caesars Pep Talk. Where can I find more content from T-Dog Smitty?
YouTube.com/TDogSmitty.
For all of you at home, it is time to open the Little Caesars app, accept the Call of Duty challenge, complete it, and you could win Black Ops 7. Yeah, a free copy. And you are also entered for a chance to squad up with George Kittle, maybe T-Dog Smitty. Number 85, Little Caesars Call of Duty. Does it get better than that? I didn't think so.
That was amazing, and we gotta love that dog. By the way, our creators are rocking Corsair peripherals throughout the venue, so you at home can enter for a chance to win the peripherals bundle by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and use the hashtag below. But we'll be right back, and more Black Ops 7 coming right up.
I do need to refresh my emotes. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step
Dominate
two.
every game on a big screen TCL QD Mini LED TV with 144Hz native refresh rate and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Operators, get ready to ride the special edition Polaris Razor Pro R and Sportsman XP 1000 vehicles, dropping soon into Call of Duty Warzone. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
You know, it's just funny because when I go to this, it just says it's complete.
A trip to an Activision studio to squad up.
Mission complete. This promotion has
in a
ended. Thanks,
1-hour
dude.
Epic Call of Duty battle. Complete
Thanks,
the Little
dude.
Caesars Call of Duty Challenge today. Welcome back, Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Looking sick, looking slick. We've been joined by
Oh yeah,
Lawrence
last year they
Smith,
gave us
Associate
free
Design
pizza
Director
for
at
COD
Treyarch.
Next.
Lawrence, I know there is
When
a lot
we're
of
part of the
stuff going
watch
with
party.
Prestige in Black Ops 7. So firstly, welcome to the Only Room. Secondly, tell us more.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have Classic Prestige in Black Ops 7. We have a new journey. Excited to share more about the updates coming to Prestige Master and the icons and things like that as we get closer to launch. But our big story with Prestige in Black Ops 7 is the return of Weapon Prestige. And we're really doing for Weapon Prestige in BO7 what we did for Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6, and that's bring back a fan favorite progression system in a way that feels faithful to the way it used to work, but also bigger and better than ever.
So Weapon Prestige is bringing an even deeper journey for players with their favorite weapons. Lawrence, tell us how this is going to work.
Yeah, so reach max weapon level, you're going to have the choice to enter Weapon
Oh,
Prestige.
give me them camos.
Doing so will
Them camos.
automatically unlock a unique Prestige attachment that each weapon in the game
What?
has. And these are chunky, build-changing attachments.
Oh,
that
Marco's
really
is
change
good.
the way those guns play. You're also going to unlock a camo, and the Weapon Prestige system is packed with camos, some of which are remastered Black Ops 2 camos. So you may see some fan favorite camos on the screen here. You know we had to do graffiti camo.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
many.
oh, it's great.
Charms, camos, attachments, Prestige has got it all going on. But Lawrence, it feels like Black Ops 7 is seriously about the camos this time around.
Oh yeah, we're going big with camos. So we have our core camo grind. We have camos in Prestige. We're going to have camos in our live season. So weekly challenges, we'll have 2 camos per season, an animated camo to chase for completing that system. We're going to have camos in our seasonal events. And I mean, we're going big with camos. There's a redacted camo.
We heard people like camos.
The jacket don't lie, folks. The jacket don't lie.
Yeah, he came prepared. Like we were like, there's only one thing you're allowed to wear.
He's working through his
Lawrence.
headshots. He's early in his journey.
I'm 5 headshots in on this thing.
All right, I know we all love the camos. Matt, what's your favorite one?
I mean, so Lawrence mentioned we've got some remasters, some reimagines. I worked on Black Ops 2. One of my favorites. It does relate to a breakfast meat.
You know I've been outside your office with signs picketing for this one.
You have been sliding bacon strips under my office door.
Subtle.
Bacon strips.
Subtle, but we took it. So hey, I'm gonna go with bacon. Bacon camo.
And it's never looked better.
It's sizzling in this
it is
game.
hot. It sizzles. It's greasy. It's all of the
all the things
all
we
of the
need it to be.
Okay, so while we unlock these camos and more throughout this progression journey, the best part is if you make something awesome, you can now share it with your friends. A first now in Black Ops. Lawrence, can you explain the sort of the build share for us?
Yeah, weapon build sharing. We've wanted to do this for a long time. We've finally been able to do it with Black Ops 7. You can send a build you've created directly to a friend. You can grab a build from the kill cam. So if someone's got your number in a match and you're like, man, what's that guy using? Grab that build, throw it into your loadout for the next game. And then you can also share via a build code. So right in the gunsmith is a build code. Edit a build, edit a weapon, and that build code updates. Anytime you see a screenshot of the gunsmith posted to socials or out of game, grab that build code, throw it into your game, and you're rocking that gun.
Yep.
My days of digging through the spreadsheets are over.
Yeah, I can join
I'm
my
so excited.
I'm going to join my pro friends and be like, what's the build? They're like, here it is. Bang, straight into my loadout. Sick. That's so cool.
It's, you know, I spent a lot of time on the social medias looking for meta builds. So I no longer have to do that. I can just grab a code. And I will also, we saw Pablo talking about our weapons earlier. I will often hit him up on a Saturday night and be like, hey,
if you want to know anything,
what is the best
Pablo's
weapon,
your guy.
Pablo? And now he can just send me a code.
Yeah.
Pablo build codes are blessed.
Pablo
If you get a build code
Absolutely.
from Pablo,
Maybe,
you know it's
maybe
gonna
we
fly.
will be blessed.
How
to
you
get one
doing?
from him closer to launch. But we've already seen quite a bit of gameplay today. But one thing we have not seen is modes. More modes. New modes. We need to talk about
more modes.
So we
Have you been watching this,
talking
Mano?
about Skirmish.
That's right.
Which is not in the beta, but will be there at launch. What's Skirmish all about, Matt?
Yeah, so Brittany said we got maps, and I'm going to say we got modes. Skirmish is our high player count 20v20 mode based on Avalon. We will have 2 launch maps on day 1. We'll have Mission Edge and Mission Tide. They're very different. We've got one kind of skyscrapers, ritzy, glitzy, glamour, wingsuit, grapple all over the place. Then we've got one that's a bit more grounded and plays a bit more like a familiar multiplayer play space. We love our high player count modes at Treyarch. We've taken inspiration from Fireteam. We've taken inspiration from Combined Arms. And we've got something really exciting for day 1.
Nice.
Really, really exciting stuff. We also have a new mode that we're seeing live gameplay for today called Overload. What's that about?
Well, we're going to find out. Back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
My name is Miles Ross. I'm here with Joanna, lead game designer on all things modes here.
I'm watching Panay and she's ahead of me on this because I kept.
My team focuses on designing game modes here at Treyarch.
There's one mode that we would love to talk about, a brand new mode called Overload. What is that?
It's a 6v6 objective mode.
So because I keep accidentally doing that.
They have choose that.
Hold on a second.
And pick it up and capture it in one of the opposing team zones. Once you secure the device, you have an outline on you to indicate that you have the device. By bringing the device
You
to one
don't
zone,
like
your team gets 1 point.
Dragon's
Your goal
Breath
is to
again?
Get 8 points to win the match. And it's been great working on this mode with our partners at Binox.
What happens after I score? Does it respawn in a set position or is it random?
An overload device will spawn in one of those 3 locations. The rotations of each spawn is predetermined for each map.
Excellent. This sounds like a very competitive mode.
Oh yes, it is very competitive. It requires a lot of team coordinations and strategies.
Sick. Okay, when it comes to internal playtests, you know, are you guys going crazy? I mean, who's the goal scorer for you guys?
I would have to say I'm the one who tends to be the one picking up the objective and running the device, mainly because I'm an objective player, and a lot of my team members like Matt Trons and Colin Overhaul, they are the slayers in my team. So they tend to clear my way and so that I could capture the zone.
So the boys are allergic to the objective. Noted. Good to know. Are there anything within the sandbox of BO7, any new tacticals or anything fun you would recommend
Game
using
Pass.
I would suggest
If you have Game Pass, then you should get a
it activates hallucination
early
of
access code as well.
that are not there, and so when they shoot them, they just burst in red. It's fantastic.
So if I get hit by a sight grenade, I will hallucinate, see things that aren't really there.
Yes.
But I can engage with them. And my teammates just think I'm going crazy and shooting walls.
Yes, correct.
That's how I know I'm in trouble. This sounds so much fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And we get to play this in the beta as well.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see y'all in the beta.
Thanks, Joanna. Back to you guys at Next.
and you can play Overload in the beta. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting in just 2 days on October 2nd. Plus, don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access to experience a taste of zombies with survival. Preload the beta starting tomorrow.
The
And remember,
third eye
when you
charm.
play the upcoming Black Ops 7 beta, you can earn all the new rewards in-game, usable in the beta and in Black Ops 7 at launch. If you plan on playing the Black Ops 7 beta on PC, you must have Secure Boot and TPM.
Mono, you're not allowed to talk in Panay's stream. You're talking in my
This is
stream.
part of an ongoing effort by Team Ricochet to make sure Call of Duty players have the most secure and competitive play. Check out the QR code for more information on how to make sure your machine is compliant. Now let's check out some Overload.
Woo! I cannot wait to see some.
Do you see that if
Overload.
you're
I know all
a
of us are
subscriber
itching to see if
to a
there's gonna
channel
be
now, you
competitive future
can
in this brand new mode.
rewind the
Some
channel.
Historical nostalgia, kind of maybe leaning on some previous game modes, but something that is so dramatically unique. And with the new mode
Yes.
comes another new map. Let's open up and find our way into the Australian
Dude, this is
desert
crazy
of
that they stole the idea for
exposure to
my
check out
living room.
Overload. Take me through just this first half of the game that we're about to see here, Dream Crazy. What are we looking at?
This map looks wild from a standpoint, but you really do have
My
the
kick stream
ability
has
to work the
died.
sides. We have a suspended guild crate which allows jumping across ladders to gain higher vantage points, and then you have this like indoor control room which kind of like acts as a node for enclosed areas. Good for
Because I
holding
accidentally
exits and
closed meld. I don't know what's going on. Like, there's no traction on my YouTube
You saw it in the opening video.
or anything. It's all just very strange. It's all very strange. It's almost like I'm not consistent and I'm not creating